Yo, man, you gotta make a video for the 4th of July, like it's like, you know, an anniversary celebration or something, like a story of someone. Oh, now that you think about it, I never really thought about doing it because, you know, I don't know, it's not feeling it. Like, well, what mean no? What mean it's not feeling it? Like, you're the USA guy, make something. You made the USA history video, make something. How about a story of a
bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence, impoverished and...
Okay, calm down, bro, I get it. I'll make a video, a story of Alexander Hamilton. You fine with that? Alright? Oh, you better. And do not keep me from the room where it happens. Alright, I'll see you. See you later. Well, next time I'm make this video. Okay, guys, today we're gonna respect Independence Day of the US. We'll be talking about the story of Alexander Hamilton. Boom. Something like that. Based on the Broadway songs that, Lin-Manuel Miranda made. Okay, as you know, the first song is Alexander Hamilton. I'll give y'all a quick little introduction.
How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence, impoverished and squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar? The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14 they placed him in charge of a trading charter.
And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter.
Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain. Put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain. Well, the word got around, they said this kid is insane, man. Took a book collection just to send him to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton.
So this song talks about Hamilton. It shows a traumatic childhood on losing his mother, later his cousin by suicide. Let's not talk about that. But whenever he's back down, he writes about his life. As you see, he writes about his way. He gets to New York City. That's pretty cool. And then he starts writing. Just as I said, leading up to success. That's pretty cool. Then we transition to a song about him meeting Aaron Burr, sir.
Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir?
That depends. Who's asking?
Oh, well, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you.
I'm getting nervous.
Sir, I heard your name at Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours, I may have punched him. It's a blur. Sir, he handles the financials.
You punched the bursar.
Yes, I wanted to do what you did, graduate into and join the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast?
It was my parents' dying wish before they passed.
You're an orphan. Of course, I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war, then we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for.
Can I buy you a drink?
That would be nice.
While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less.
What?
Smile more.
Huh.
Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for.
So y'all heard it here and there. They were having a conversation about life. And low-key, bro, it was kind of just a conversation between, Hamilton, Burr meeting up. What's about life. Burr giving some advice about talking. So it's about like, since Hamilton talks a lot, he's a big yappatroner. So it's basically about, and then this kind of goes into a little transition into a famous song. But first, y'all gotta know the dudes that, that help out Hamilton and later on. So, just go.
I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. A 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3. Those red coats don't want it with me, cause I will pop, chicka, plop these cops till I'm free.
Eh oui, oui, mon ami, je m'appelle Lafayette, the Lancelot of the revolutionary set. I came from afar just to say bonsoir to the king, cause it's toi who is the best, c'est moi.
Rah, I am Hercules Mulligan, up in it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother said, come again. Lock up your daughters and horses. Of course, it's hard to have intercourse over 4 sets of corsets.
Wow. No more sex, pour me another brew, son. Let's raise a couple more to the revolution. Well, if it ain't the prodigy of Princeton College,
Aaron Burr,
give us a verse, drop some knowledge. Good luck with that, you're taking a stand. You spit, I'ma sit, we'll see where we land. Bro, the revolution's imminent, what do you stall for?
If you stand for nothing, Burr, what'll you fall for?
Who are you?
who are you?
Who are you? Who is this kid? What's he gonna do?
So y'all hold it here and there. You saw the people: Lafayette, John Lawrence, Hercules Mulligan. Those are the people that'll be helping Hamilton throughout the American Revolutionary War. Which is pretty cool. We got cool friends already. Before me. Crazy. And then before my shot, y'all hear a quote where it says, if you stand for nothing, Burr, what will you fall for? That's a quote that will eat Burr alive. So, yeah. But basically my shot has been a little backstory of Hamilton. You know, how he got there. And now he wants to, you know, prove himself to the world. I'll give y'all a little sample.
To King's College, I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I'm amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard. With every word I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shining piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame, but damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out the name. I am the A-L-E-X-A-N-D-E-R. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly.
Okay, so now we're going to then there's a story of tonight, which is basically a short term is I'm having a fun time like story of tonight. Just like that. Then we're going to choose my shot. Okay, I gave out a quick right now, y'all. I'm saying is that Hamilton not willing to reject an opportunity once he gets it. He's not throwing away a shot. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Because it's him not throwing his opportunity away. That's all I gotta say for now with my shot. And it's a bit of a backstory. So yeah. Then you go on to the Schuyler sisters, which is really important. You're gonna be learning about the 3 sisters who are really rich because of their father, Philip Schuyler. The sisters are Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy. They will be very important with Hamilton's life. I'm starting to tell y'all. And then, oh yeah, I didn't give out a sample. This is one of my favorite clips.
Woo! There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone in a rush next to someone looking pretty. Excuse me, miss, I know it's not funny, but your perfume smells like your daddy's got money. While you slumming in the city in your fancy heels, you searching for an urchin who can give you ideals.
Sir, you disgust me.
Ah, so you disgust me. I'm a trust fund, baby, you can trust me.
I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. So meant to say that I'm intense or I'm insane. You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. And when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I'ma compel him to include women in the sequel. Work!
Alright, y'all got a good clip of that. That was pretty fire. Now we're going to transition to the framers refute. Quick summary is based on some guy who was like refuting against the American Revolution. It doesn't want to happen, you know? So that's basically what it means. And then transitions from the message from the king with a song that You'll Be Back is a pretty cool song. But there's not really that much to explain. So it's basically a breakup song between the king's point of view. But like, you know, like it's like telling them to not leave them. Leave him, or else he has nothing else to do. I don't want to show a song because my thing is kind of boring, but yeah. So next song, this song gonna be pretty far. Right here, man. This is a song that introduces the GOAT George Washington. I'll play right here.
As a kid in the Caribbean, I wished for a war. I knew that I was poor, I knew it was the only way to rise up. If they tell my story, I am either gonna die on the battlefield in glory or rise up. I will fight for this land, but there's only one man who can give us a command so we can rise up. Understand, it's the only way to rise up, rise up. Here he comes.
Here comes the general.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here comes the general.
the moment you've been waiting for.
Here comes the general.
The pride of Mount Vernon.
Here comes the general.
George Washington.
We are outgunned, outmatched.
gorilla second.
So y'all got a good preview on that. So now we're gonna talk about it. So you already know this is a commander who leads the Revolutionary War, American Revolution, and this is George Washington. We all know about this guy. This guy was our first president to go, but this was before, because come on, we didn't win yet. So he's leading the man, right? He's leading the squad. He's hard carrying. He's hard carrying the squad right now, but they're getting overwhelmed by British Kenyans. And Hamilton was like, "Yo, let's steal them, boys. You're stealing it. War's going crazy." But George Washington, he's having a problem. It's too much. Too much things happening. He's like, "Dude, I need some help." But I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna show y'all.
Your Excellency, sir. Who are you? Aaron Burr, sir. Permission to state my case.
As you were.
Sir, I was a captain under General Montgomery until he caught a bullet in the neck in Quebec. And well, in summary, I think that I could be of some assistance. I admire how you keep firing on the British from a distance. I have some questions, a couple of suggestions on how to fight instead of fleeing west.
Yes.
Well,
Your Excellency, you wanted to see me.
Hamilton, come in. Have you met Burr?
Yes, sir. We keep meeting.
as I was saying, sir, I look forward to seeing your strategy play out.
Burr,
Sir,
close the door on your way out.
Have I done something wrong, sir?
On the contrary, I called you here because our odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you, but I have to laugh.
Sir?
Hamilton, how come no one can get you on their staff?
Sir!
Don't get me wrong, you're a young man of great renown. I know you stole British cannons when we were still downtown. Nathaniel Greene and Henry Knox wanted to hire you.
To be their secretary, I don't think so.
Now why are you upset?
I'm not.
It's alright you wanna fight, you've got a hunger. I was just like you when I was younger. Head full of fantasies of dying like a martyr.
Yes.
Dying is easy, young man. Living is harder.
Why are you telling me this?
I'm being honest. I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. We are a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to lighten the load. So,
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry.
I am not throwing away my shot.
son, we are outgunned, outmanned.
You need all the help you can get. I have some friends. Lawrence Mulligan, Marquis de Lafayette. Okay, what else?
Outnumbered, outplanned.
We'll need some spies on the inside. Some kingsmen who might let some things slide. I'll write to Congress and tell them we need supplies. You rally the guys, master the element of surprise. I'll rise above my station, organize your information till we rise to the occasion of our new nation. Sir,
Here comes the general.
rise up.
What? Here comes the general.
Rise up.
What? Here comes the general.
Rise up.
What? Here comes the general. What? And his right hand man. Boom!
Y'all saw it. Hamilton comes right hand man, and y'all saw information, so I ain't gonna explain. He brings his friends, which is really important. Those are homeboys that are gonna carry him through the Revolutionary War. So now, we're gonna go to back off a bit from the war and go to Hamilton's love life. Which we go to the Winter's Ball. I'll show you a small clip.
Now Hamilton's skill with the quill is undeniable, but what do we have in common? We're reliable with the ladies. There are so many to deflower. Ladies, looks, proximity to power. Ladies, they delighted and distracted. And Martha Washington named her feral tomcat after him.
That's true.
1780, a winter's ball, and the Schuyler sisters are the envy of all. Yo, if you could marry a sister, you're rich, son.
Is it a question of if Burr or which one?
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
hey.
Alright, as you can see, Amber Hamilton, they trying to get freaky. They trying to date one of the Schuyler sisters. Well, do what you do. But this goes to helpless. We go Eliza's point of view. And we're like, she walks in and then I'm gonna show y'all.
You walked in and my heart went boom, trying to catch your eye from the side of the ballroom. Everybody's dancing and the band's top volume. Grind to the rhythm as we wine and dine. Grab my sister and whisper, yo, this one's mine. My sister made her way across the room to you, and I got nervous thinking, what you gonna do? She grabs you by the arm, I'm thinking I'm through. Then you look back at me and suddenly I'm helpless. Oh, look at those eyes, oh, yeah, I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm
taking me?
I'm about to change your life.
Then by all means, lead the way.
Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Schuyler,
My sister. Thank you for all your service.
if it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it.
I'll leave you to it.
So that, yep, y'all saw here and there. Hamilton and Liza hook up, easy W, they get married. Wow, super duper happy. Well, that's not it, cause you transition to the song "Satisfied," which is a song about Angelica's point of POV, and where she says, "I like Hamilton first," and but like I can't explain this. Okay, so Angelica likes Hamilton. She first met him, she's like, "Damn, he's pretty fire." But then Eliza likes him. She's like, "Damn, he might be better for Eliza." So she hooks them up, and she's super sad. She's crying. She's going through she's going through it. And then this is just the story of tonight. I'm not adding a thing because it's the same thing. Okay? It goes story of tonight, we're praised. We're not going over that. But this song, Loki, one of my favorites from Aaron Burr. He singed it. I'm gonna show y'all. Look, quick POV.
Theodosia writes me a letter every day. I'm keeping her bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line. Well, he can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm by her side when so many have tried, then I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it.
So this song about Wait For It was about Burr following his parents' legacy and his relationships with Theodosia, who's already married to with another man. But, for Burr, that's just him. That's him for real. And then we transition to a song called Stayed Alive, which we get more information about the war, where Hamilton and Washington, make a plan about, how they're going to fight this war against British.
Raise a glass.
I go back to New York in my apprenticeship.
I ask for French aid. I pray that Francis sent a ship.
I stay at work with Hamilton. We write essays against slavery, and every day's a test of our camaraderie and bravery.
We cut supply lines, we steal contraband. We pick and choose our battles and places to take a stand. And every day, sir, entrust me with a command.
Alright, y'all saw the thing. They were just busy handing up with the war, doing what they gotta do. But now we're going to what George Washington did. He promoted Commander Lee, General Lee, as commander. And y'all know that got a bit too excited. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. That guy is not a good commander. You put him in commander. He is fumbling the bag. He is fumbling the bag for y'all. So he throws. And then once they lose, he says this.
Washington cannot be left alone to his devices. Indecisive from crisis to crisis. The best thing he can do for the revolution is turn and go back to planting tobacco in Mount Vernon.
So once Lee badmouths George Washington, Hamilton's like, whoa, I can't do this. That's not cool. We gotta kick this guy out. Get this man out of here. But then George Washington was like, no, Hamilton, don't think about doing something you gotta do. He's like, fine. And then Lee, Lawrence was like, dude, you're not gonna do anything? He's like, yeah, I can't do it. I'm under Washington's command. Lawrence like, then I'll do it. And then Hamilton was like, all right, then don't throw away your shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 dual commandments. It's the 10 dual commandments.
Looks like we're gonna go over the 10 dual commandments. Number 1 is about if you have a beef and the person doesn't apologize. If the person does not apologize, if the person does apologize, nothing will happen. Number 2, if they don't apologize, grab your friend. That's your second. Number 3, you just have to meet face to face to negotiate the peace or negotiate the time and place. And there's no common place with Chester team recruits. Most CPUs dies, but no one shoots. Number 4, if you reach a peace, good for you. But if you don't, time to get a pistol and a doctor on site. You pay him in advance. You treat him with civility. You have him turn around so he can have deniability. 5, saying that the duel before the sun's in the sky, and pick a place of time where it's high and dry. Number 6, leave your note for your next of kin. Tell them where you've been. Pray the hell of heaven that shall end. 7. This like where you have to build up your adrenaline to get ready to face your opponent. And number 8.
Your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight.
Alexander,
Aaron Burr, sir.
can we agree the duels are dumb and immature?
Sure, but your man has to answer for his words, Burr.
With his life, we both know that's absurd, sir.
Hang on, how many men died because Lee was inexperienced and ruinous?
Okay, so we're doing this.
Number 9.
Look him in the eye, ain't no higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10 paces, fire!
Lee, do you yield?
Shot him in the side, yes, he yields. I'm satisfied. Yo, we gotta clear the field.
Go, we won.
Here comes the general.
This should be fun.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Burr? Get a medic for the general.
Yes, sir.
Lee, you will never agree with me, but believe me, these young men don't speak for me. Thank you for your service.
Let's ride.
Hamilton,
Sir?
meet me inside.
Meet him inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside.
So this is when Hamilton and Washington starts arguing with each other because, you know, it's based on Lee's actions. But George is like, no, we must not fight over this soldier. And then, you know, it kind of goes, and Hamilton raises his voice up against him. Washington's like, all right, go home. And we go to a song. That would be enough. It's just, okay, I'm not going to go dive into this. It's about Eliza confronting Hamilton. He said, it's okay. I could be a part of your life. You could take that, like, you know, it's Eliza trying to comfort him, right? You know what I'm saying? It's Eliza trying to be there for him because they're married. It's just that, basically. That would be enough. All right, we're going to go something pretty fire. Pretty fire.
How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire? Leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon, an immigrant you know and love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman!
I'm taking this horse by the reins, making red coats weather with blood stains. Feel I'm never gonna stop until I make them drop, burn them up and scatter the remains down. Watch me engaging them, escaping them, and raising them out. I go to France for more fun. I come back with more guns and ships, and so their balance shifts.
We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts.
We can end this war in Yorktown, cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there's someone else we need.
I know.
So he knows what to do in the trench, ingenuitive and fluent in French, I mean. So you're gonna have to use him eventually. What's he gonna do in avenge, I mean? No one has more resilience or matches my practical tactical brilliance. You want to fight for your land back?
I need my right-hand man back.
Yeah, get your right hand man back. You know you gotta get your right hand man back. I mean, you gotta put some thought into the letter, but the sooner the better to get your right hand man back.
Alexander Hamilton, troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, I have soldiers that will yield for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender my early life. The world will never be the same. Alexander. I was younger than you are now. When I was given my first command, I led my men straight into a massacre. I witnessed their deaths firsthand. I made every mistake and felt the shame rise in me. And even now I lie awake, knowing history has its eyes on me. History has its eyes on me. Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? I know that we can win. I know that greatness lies in you. But remember, from here on in, history has its eyes on you. History has its eyes on you.
The Battle of Yorktown, 1781.
Monsieur Hamilton,
Monsieur Lafayette,
in command where you belong.
are you saying no sweat? We're finally on the field, we've had quite a run.
Immigrants, we get the job done.
So what happens if we win?
I go back to France, I bring freedom to my people if I'm given the chance.
We'll be with you when you do.
Go, lead your
I
man.
see you on the other side.
Till we meet again.
I am not thrown away my shot. I am not thrown away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not thrown away my shot. I am not thrown away my shot. Till the world turns upside down. Till the world turns upside down. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. This is where it gets me. On my feet, the enemy ahead of me. If this is the end of me, at least I have a friend with me. Weapon in my hand, a command, and my men with me. Then I remember my Eliza is expecting me. Not only that, my Eliza is expecting. We gotta go, gotta get the job done. Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son. Take the bullets out your gun, the bullets out your gun. We move undercover and we move as one. Through the night we have one shot to live another day. We cannot let a stray gunshot give us away. We will fight up close, seize the moment and stay in it. It's either that or meet the business end of a bayonet. The code word is Rochambeau, dig me? Rochambeau. You have your orders now, go man go. And so the American experiment begins, with my friends all scattered to the winds. Lawrence is in South Carolina, redefining bravery. We'll never be free until we end slavery. When we finally drive the British away, Lafayette is there waiting in Chesapeake Bay. How did we know that this plan would work? We had a spy on the inside, that's right. Hercules Mulligan!
I tell a spy on the British government. I take the measurements, information, and then I smuggle it to my brother's revolutionary covenant. I'm running with the Sons of Liberty, and I am loving it. See, that's what happens when you up against the ruffians. We in the shit now, somebody's gotta shovel it. Hercules Mulligan, I need no introduction. When you knock me down, I get the fuck back up again.
After a week of fighting, a young man in a red coat stands on a parapet.
We lower our guns as he frantically waves their white handkerchief.
And just like that, it's over. We tend to our wounded, we count our dead.
Black and white soldiers wonder alike if this really means freedom.
Not yet.
We negotiate the terms of surrender. I see George Washington smile. We escort their men out of Yorktown. They stagger home single file. Tens of thousands of people flood the streets. There are screams and church bells ringing. And as our fallen foes retreat, I hear the drinking song they're singing.
The world turned upside down. 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 Down, 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 down.
Freedom for America, freedom for France.
Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son.
We won!
We won,
We won! We won!
The world turned upside down.
So, I'm not gonna explain it, but I'm gonna give us a couple words for the 4th of July. God bless our troops. God bless America. Hope you have a great day, great holiday. And y'all better celebrate with the fireworks. I better see some fireworks shooting up. Y'all better celebrate. Remember, happy holiday.